Hello and welcome to this 11th BlitzPlus tutorial by Orange Moon Network. In this tutorial I will be showing you how to detect when an arrow hits an enemy and to make the enemy get destroyed. Okay, so if you haven't seen any of the previous tutorials, go back to the first advanced tutorial so you can follow through and get all this code and have your very own program, and you can customize it however you want as long as you understand what you're doing. Okay, so let's go to the farrows function which we were working on before, and now we're going to detect if an arrow collides with an enemy spider. So to do this, in each of these different directional movement of the arrows, we're going to add another for loop of the different enemies so that we can work with both the arrows and with the enemy at the same time, because otherwise we won't be able to detect if they'd hit each other. So it's just the same as the for loop up here. We do for enemy.spider equals each spider. Next, now we're going to detect if there's a collision. So we do if images collide, and images collide detects if any part of the image, which is a physical part of it, hits the other one. So any blackness it will ignore and see that as transparency. There's if images overlap, which counts the whole image, so all the black space will be counted as part of the image, and we don't want that. We want to detect if the physical parts, which are opaque in the game, collide. So that's why we use if images collide. And then we're going to test if the arrow, and that's at weapon xpos, weapon ypos, and then you put comma 0 to say which frame it's looking to see if it's collided. And this, because this is direction 1, we are using, oh, I just deleted something by accident, I'll just type that back in, but because this is direction 1, then we're looking at the first frame, which is called 0. And remember, if you click here and press F1, if you click in a command and press F1, it gives you information about it down here, like you see, draw image. If I click here on images collide, F1, so you want the image 1, the X and Y position in the frame of that image. And the next image that we will be looking to see if it collides with, it will be the spider 1, or whatever you've called the name of the image that's been loaded at enemy X position, enemy Y position, and that's not got any frames, so we'll just put a 0 for that. So if these things collide, then what we're going to do is we're going to say your score goes up by 10, and the health of the enemy, so enemy / health equals enemy health minus 1, because it might not kill them, because it might be the boss that has 5 lives or the one that has 2 lives. For what I've created, it may be different for you. I'll just end the statement first, and what I'm going to do is make the weapon disappear. So I'll just make the X and Y position of the weapon go to -100, so it's off the screen, and then I can delete it. I've tried deleting it straight away now, but the program doesn't seem to work, so what I'm doing is I'm moving it off screen, and then I'll detect if it's off screen, then I'll delete it later. So what we've got here is detecting if it collides with the spider, so I can copy that for all the different directions. And because this is going downwards, I'll change the arrow to frame 1, and then I can do the same here, and it'll be the 3rd frame, which is called frame 2, and finally here with 3. Okay, so now let's finally just detect if the arrow is off the screen, so then we can delete it. So after the select, so we want this to apply to all arrows, we're going to say if weapon X position is smaller than the tile width, so the tile width of the screen, because each one is nearly the width of a tile, we'll make sure it's a tile width off the side of the screen so you won't ever see it, then we'll say delete this particular weapon. And also, if it goes off screen, we want to delete it as well, so you don't have too many different objects in the type. So if it goes off screen, we'll move it to this place on the top left of the screen where the X position is less than minus tile width, so then it will delete the weapon. Because I've tried just saying if it's bigger than this side of the screen and this side of the screen, then delete it, but the program doesn't seem to run. So let's detect if the X position goes off the screen. So if the X position is bigger than the screen width plus the tile width, so we make sure it's off the screen, then we'll make the X position go to minus 100, which means this statement will be true and it'll delete the weapon. And we'll do the same thing for the Y position here. So if the Y position is smaller than a minus tile length, so it's off the screen, then we'll make its X position go to minus 100, and we'll do the same for if the Y position is too big. So if it's bigger than the screen length in Y plus a length of a tile, then the X position will go to minus 100. So when the X position is a minus 100, then the weapon will get deleted. So this is the only way I found to be able to delete the weapon. So now let's save this and run. So here we've got the spiders, so let's try shooting this one with 1 life. It's hit it, and now our ammo's gone down by 1. Now all we need to do is make sure that the monsters or spiders themselves get deleted, and to do that we'll go to the F enemy function, and at the end we'll just say if its health is less than 1, then we'll delete it. So let's save that and run. Now let's try shooting it this time, and now you see it gets deleted. And this one, because it's got 2 lives, I hit it once. Now let's hit it again. Oh, missed. Oh. And there, it's gone because I hit it twice. And it's very slow because I'm running the screen capture, I've explained many times. So there's the boss. Let's try shooting the boss 5 times. I think I did it 3 times so far, 4 and 5 there, you see, and it gets deleted. And you see my scores building up. So in the next tutorial I'll show you how to make it so when the player collides with a spider, you lose a life, and then I'll go on to show you how to create multiple levels and save the game. So thanks for watching this tutorial. I hope you found it useful. Stay tuned, like, comment and subscribe. Bye.